matchup, sponsored by Rudis. Top 5 matchup, Jacob Cardenas, the 2-time All-American, 14-0. And Josh Barr, suffering his first college loss last Friday night against top-ranked Stephen Buchanan. And this is one we're both looking forward to, Jim.
Yeah, it's going to be fun because you've got the pace of Josh Barr. It's been inspiring. You saw that earlier in the season, the 22 points he put up on the third period. Jacob Cardenas, a little bit different wrestler. You know, he likes to operate from space. So the question is, will Barr be able to go ahead and put any, how much forward pressure can he put out there against Cardenas? See him coming forward here with those hard collar ties. Cardenas is really tough in the top position. And he reminds me a lot of watching Real Woods, the 41-pounder for Iowa, who's actually in the Michigan room right now. But he likes to operate from distance, kind of slaps his hands on the mat. And
you call Jacob Cardenas Big Real Woods.
Yeah, he's big, big Real Woods, or Real Big Woods, so whatever you want to call it. But he has that kind of like that type of style from the feet.
Cardenas, in his first season in Ann Arbor, came from Cornell, where he was a 3-time national qualifier, 2-time All-American, was 4th last March in Kansas City. 2-time New Jersey State champion, wrestled at Bergen Catholic. Cardenas 14-0, 11 bonus point victories, 7 tech falls. He can light up the scoreboard. No score 60 seconds in. Shot from Barr.
And anyone who's watched Real Woods knows what I'm talking about right there. He just puts both hands on the mat, tries to get a reaction on his opponent, and if you come up out of that stance, he's going to go ahead and fire his shot from there. So right there, hands on the mat, drives back through, and Barr pretty well seasoned to it, has his hands down, but it's just certainly a way that the big man can stop another big man right there by going low.
Barr fell to Buchanan last week 4-1.
Straight on shot. Now Barr has to make hay with this technique right here. You can see where Cardenas is getting in with that top of his head on the shoulder right there.
Work through that. Stop.
Stalemates. Barr, redshirt freshman from Davison, Michigan. 4-time state champion. He was 125-1 in high school. Junior Fargo champion, multiple-time All-American in Fargo. He's in a scoreless match, just over a minute remaining in this first period. 2 versus 4 here at 197. Featured match of the night. What has stood out to you, Jim, so far through 2 minutes?
The fact that Barr hasn't really been able to take advantage of his positions from the feet. He hasn't taken a lot of territory, but he's made up for it by getting up in a situation to scramble off of his shot. He's going to need to do more of this to create more activity, kind of to test Cardenas to see whether his conditioning is there.
Josh Barr, 2024 U20 World Silver Medalist. Cardenas, couple of time U23 World Medalists.
Cardenas has done a nice job of keeping him off of that position, and he's done a good job of attacking as well.
Work through that.
But you'd have to favor Cardenas with the in the top position. He's a guy that can go ahead and tie your wrist up and turn you, so feels comfortable making this a 4-minute match.
Cardenas and Barr, no score after 3 minutes. Following this duel meet, Friday Night Wrestling rolls on in Iowa City. 3rd-ranked Hawkeyes and the 6th-ranked Cornhuskers. Rich Lovett, he has a big one tonight against Kyle Parker. There's All-American Brock Hardy at 141. Caleb Smith, All-American at 125 for Nebraska. He's always loose.
Yeah, he's loose. He gets ready. He gets there early, gets ready early. He's ready to go right now. He is the longest warm-up of any 25-pounder. The fact that they're starting at 25 is probably a good thing for him.
Zach Mackey and Tim Johnson with the call. Barr beginning the 2nd period downstairs.
Yeah, good job by Barr getting to his feet and get comfortable with that. He's covering fingers right now. He'll walk out of that. That was a big position for him.
Quick escape inside of 15 seconds. The Nittany Lion leading at 1-0.
Stay out of him.
Collar tie. Cardenas blasts back into a double leg after taking 2 collar snaps. One with the right hand, one with the left hand.
Good action. Good action.
Couple weeks back, Barr was in that match. It was 0-0 to the third period against John Poznansky. Scored 22 points in a minute 20. We'll talk about that one for a long time.
Yeah, I like what Cardenas has done so far here when he's absorbed those collar ties. He hasn't backed out. He hasn't given any position. There you see that hands on the mat, getting an opponent to react to it. And he'll dive in on the shot. He'll be reckless with that straight on double. Boy.
Cardenas down on a knee. Now he works back up.
No, neither wrestler was really showing any advantage from the feet.
Wrestle through that.
35 seconds in a 1-0 match. Shot there from Cardenas.
Nice angle and good footwork right there, and also placed his head in the ear right there. Almost had an opportunity to basically drive back through. Cardenas does not panic after he takes those shots.
Mentioned he was 4th last March. In 2023, he was 8th for Cornell. That after winning an EIWA title.
Motion. Keep it clean.
Barr the quick escape in the second period. Now Cardenas with the choice in the third. And the Wolverine goes on bottom.
All right, get set. Let's go. Let's work here. Let's go. Wait for me.
And what you don't want to see, I mean, if Barr's committed to riding, maybe to get the riding time, that's one thing. But what you don't want to do is give up a reversal.
Quick.
So if you're really not committed to riding him here, just don't get lost in that position. Just go ahead and give the quick escape.
Talking about just staying focused.
Yeah, just staying focused. Good ankle ride there, rides him out.
Let's go.
And we've often talked about, Shane, that, you know, sometimes it's 6 or 7 goes like this, and about the 6th go, you get the crowd into it. You know, 15 seconds away from getting the riding time.
And I think, Jim, let me ask you this: because he got that quick escape, maybe change his strategy. If Cardenas was able to ride him for 40 seconds, maybe he's not as committed then in that top position.
And that's what I'm talking about, those quick mat returns right there, grabbing the ankle, moving off of it, good trips. But now the crowd's in it. And the crowd did not like that stoppage right there, because he could have milked about 5 or 6 seconds. They understand the weight of being able to stay in the top position.
Cale Sanderson, Casey Cunningham.
You see him going ahead and cupping he's talking about dropping down to that ankle. They want to see more of that. Good way to stop. Good job of Cardenas getting out. Hip turn.
Barr stays right with him.
And it drops down. That was
remain
critical.
in control.
So look in this situation, look for a little bit more back pressure off the whistle, maybe even a switch to be able to go ahead and get that ankle hidden. So now he's tucked that left ankle underneath. Right there. A little hip over and away technique. Love that.
I swear to God, sometimes I think that you've watched some wrestling.
Thanks, my man.
Let's go get one. Let's go get a takedown.
Good call, Jim. Cardenas right on cue with that switch. 1-1. Riding time and on factor. We're back on our feet, where the majority of this match has been wrestled, and neither guy with a real threatening attack up to this point. Who's going to pull the trigger?
Well, I think both guys are going to end up pulling the trigger, but who's going to get maybe a go behind or a good angle on a reshot?
Ear to ear inside of the minute here in this third period.
Right now, these guys are, like I said, ear to ear. No angles right there. Barr is being really disciplined. Shot, there's the angle I'm talking about, off of the reshot. That's good work there by Barr, creating a little activity. You know, and I really do like what Cardenas does there. We talked about the technique that Real Woods used to hit. When you put both your hands on the mat like that, the guy's got to react to it. And then, you know, is there a shot there?
Stop, stalemate.
Back to the center. Both guys toe the line. 20 seconds left in regulation.
Keep it clean.
Seven minutes, not enough time to decide this one. We are going to sudden victory.
Let's go get a takedown. First point scored. All right.
Riding time is erased.
Step.
2 minutes on the clock. Next point wins.
Cardenas this time waving at a shot. You know, I think as many times as Barr has seen that, he should be able to react pretty well to it and get to a corner and maybe take a reshot. We also know that Barr is really good with that left-handed underhook. You know, right there, it's gone right most of the time. Now Cardenas in on a shot with his head down. You see how Barr is pushing the thighs away. It's allowing him, you know, keeping Cardenas from gathering himself in that position. The referee calls a good stalemate.
Sean Bohr-Metz trying to cheer on his 197-pounder.
Hands.
Well, let's see if Barr can go ahead and drift. And oh, ankle pick attempt right there. Squared up really well. Both guys wrestling on their hands and knees and feet. And so tough to get angles from those positions. 1 minute. It's really been a chess match.
Collar tie from Barr. There's a shot from Cardenas.
Reshot there by Cardenas, but fought off pretty well. Again, which direction will Barr go off of when they free up here? Underhook. Now he has the underhook that he wants. Cardenas slips his head in there to kind of neutralize that position.
Down to 30 seconds.
Cardenas is really savvy. That was a good job of feeding that underhook and getting a good block out of that.
Forehead to forehead.
Just looks like it's going to the tiebreaker.
So this match still undecided after the 2-minute set and victory. We'll go to the 2 30-second periods, wrestled both in their entirety. Comes up green. Barr with the choice, he defers, and Cardenas will go on bottom, and this is where riding time comes into the equation.
Yeah, but watch Cardenas now, see if he reacts to it. They know that Barr's going to probably come back to that ankle. He's going to slide that underneath and get some back pressure.
1, 2.
Ankle pick off the whistle from Barr. And there's that sit once again from Cardenas. He gets the quick escape.
Well, that's so effective there. Once he was able to free his ankle right there, he went right to it again. It turns into the arm that's around the waist.
Just 8 seconds of riding time built up by Barr.
Both guys still plenty of time to score.
Cardenas underhook. Barr able to clear that tie. Shot by the Wolverine. With a little flurry on the edge, not a bounce.
Totally flat on his belly right there, and was able to go ahead and square up off of that. Impressive athletically by Cardenas. He walks out. I tell you what, you think these guys are athletes, Shane? Look at this. Boom, boom, right? Slam down right there and had enough to get himself squared up and go off the bounce, go out of bounds.
So pay attention now to the riding time as Barr goes on bottom.
Now, Cardenas is going to go ahead and get on the right side here, which I love that move.
Caution on Cardenas.
Yeah, so the reason why he went to the right there, I love that what he just did there. See how the ankles were flared out to the right? Right? So the right ankle's flared out. He's trying to stop that. Didn't do it. He's on the right-hand side. He could have possibly done that, but good job staying with it so far.
And Cardenas will erase the riding time from Barr. He's got riding time to his advantage.
Cardenas should keep on wrestling in the top position right there.
Bottom man set. Cover.
19 seconds off their restarts. Cardenas switches sides once again. Barr quickly pops up. Down to 15 seconds.
Gets him into a crab ride. Got to be careful not to give up a reversal here. He gives
it up. Barr looking for the reversal, and the Nittany Lions scores. Josh Barr steals it late. What a match, Jim.